morning, students. We were doing lesson 8 of civics and rural livelihood. Okay, in this we were seeing how the people live in village, what are the occupations they do for surviving or earning their daily life, how they will spend, or what are the things they need to look after their daily needs. So we saw the chapter started with a story, and then we learned the main occupation in the village of the people is doing agriculture. So most of the people are doing agriculture. And then we saw there are different types of farmer. We saw rich farmers are there, okay, small farmers are there, medium farmers are there, landless farmers are there, okay. And then we also saw there are some people who don't do only agriculture, they do some other work than agriculture, okay. So what are the work they do other than doing farming or agriculture? So we learned they do dairy farming. Dairy farming means they look after the cows and buffaloes in large amount, and then the milk is sold into cooperatives, and then every month they get a good payoff the milk that they are giving in the cooperative. So people keep a number of livestock or number of cows and buffaloes, and if good quality of cows and buffaloes are there, they get more than 20 liters of milk per day also. Some people do fishing, that means they'll have their own ponds, and into that they keep fish and then they sell into market. That is also a good way of earning money there. Then some people do poultry farming. Poultry farming means people are keeping fowls, which you say as hens, okay, murgi palan. So they don't need much technology, much machines for it. They need only space and providing facilities, maybe the food for the, what you say is for the fowls, which you say hen, and then they can sell the eggs and meat in the market. That is a way of earning money, okay. And other than that also there are some non-farming activities. I have written here non-farming activities. So handicraft and small scale industry. Handicraft means the people in the village, ladies and the members of the family, they also do some work which is done with the hand, like dyeing. Dyeing means coloring the cloths, cloth making, kapde rangai karna, okay, tie and dye. They make dupattas or cotton cloth with different colors by tying something into it and then putting it into color, dyeing, tie and dye. And there are some other handicraft works also. So what are like doing embroidery, okay. And then also they have handicrafts, handlooms, block printing, this work related with the cloth. So these types of occupation have mushroomed a lot in the village. Mushroomed means small occupation have come up a lot in the village. So one of it is your handicraft and small scale industry. So the work which they do with the hands, like making some handlooms, making pots, making coloring, dyeing the cloths, doing some hand painting on the cloth, doing some embroidery. Alright, so they work from homes and then they sell it, the product, to the cooperatives. So there are some cooperatives, some factories. From there they bring a bulk of cloth. Into that some people घुंघरू tie करना है, button लगाने हैं, embroidery करनी है. Per piece they get an amount of money, okay. So this is the work done by people also in the village. So from the nearby factories or cooperative they take cloth and they have some work of doing into it, painting, embroidery, stitching, buttons, tying the घुंघरू, moti डालना उसमें, all this. Other than that they also do coloring, dyeing, this thing, okay. Next you have also here business and trade. Now a small scale traders sell items. So not very big businessmen are there. Small scale, maybe small business means opening only a shop, maybe a stationery shop, grocery shop, cloth shop for the village people. So they buy the things from city. So they'll go to the nearby cities, from there they will bring the things in bulk and they bring from the wholesale store or whatever, and then they get profit of it, and then they sell in the village. So they have small shops, maybe a grocery shop, a cloth shop. Okay, so this is given an example. The major items sold are here clothes, shoes, grocery, like your kitchen items, na, anaj, tail, these things, toys, and even electronic goods also they bring from cities and they sell into their own villages. They bring items from the centers, either they go to the centers from where the manufacturing centers so that they get it in cheap price, or they buy from the wholesale market which is nearby in the city. Since television, we know nowadays everybody has availability of television, newspaper, mobile, internet. So people know more about, even in the village, people know more about what are the products being coming in the market. Okay, they watch in the advertisement. So they also want those things. So media has brought lot of awareness to the village people also. So they also want new things which is coming in the market. So since television and internet has brought advertisement, awareness to the people, the demand of new things has increased in the local villages also, and that's why the business is flourishing. So shopkeeper may be selling a cloth or a toy or a grocery, so he knows that people in the village also will be using these things as they are watching TV, or they know more about what are the new products coming in the market. So this is about business and trade, small scale business, small trade people do in the village. Okay, third you have services and migratory trends. What is services? Small. Now the village and the rural areas have a very weak service sector. If there is an electricity problem, or there is no school, or there is no road, some services needed, then they have to either go to the district level or they have to go to the tehsil. Okay, so whatever services are usually have their offices at, if any services there may be failure of electricity, road lights, no proper roads, or anything in the village, so they need to go to the either district or to the tehsil. Okay, so this makes the village condition more worse, and also they can't file their complaint. Also there is no availability of transport also. But now villages have changed a lot. If we compare to the olden days, there are still some villages where there are no transportation. People have to have their own personal, like here if you have to go to city, you can catch a auto, there is bus, there are rickshaws, e-rickshaws. But there are some villages where there is no public transport available. So people hire transport. So sometimes people किराए पे गाड़ी book करते हैं, even if they have to go to hospitals, if they have to go for marketing, if they have to go for selling the produce of the field, so they have to book a transport. So there is no public transport for local use, and amenities are also limited. So whatever facilities like you have in cities of the transportation, electricity, water supply, so those facilities are not available. So here services are not available easily. If they want to avail it, they have to reach to the higher authority like the district level, or they have to go to the tehsil. Clear? Next we have migratory trends. Migration means moving from one place to another. So what the people from village have started moving from towns to higher education, and also search for the migrate. Many people in villages are going to Shahar or city. Why they go? They go in search of job, they go in search of better facilities, they go in search of good education, they go in search of good health, transportation. These things they can get easily in the village, which they do not get in the city. Okay, so they go for good education also, good job also, good health facility also. Similarly, people from some poorer states also migrate to other rural areas of the country in search of work. So similarly, means like this only, very poor states people also will go to another state, village area to work. Like in the beginning of the story we saw that when the boy goes to the Punjab, he meets there, he is going to Punjab village, but he meets there a rickshaw puller who speaks Hindi. That means he has come from other state, but he is working still in village there where better facilities are there than his village. Okay. So some states are very poor from where the people are moving to some towns, and even the villages also where they are getting better jobs. Okay. So this helps availability of adequate number of workforce both for the towns and villages. If you notice in the story, Deepak had seen rickshaw pullers spoke Hindi. They were probably migrants and not people. So that rickshaw puller was a migrant, had moved from other city to Punjab to work. Okay, so migration means moving from one place to another in search of job, good education, health, facilities and all better facilities. Okay, so people from villages move to cities, and some people from poorer state, they move to even some better villages in search of job. Like in the story we had, rickshaw puller was gone to Punjab village where he got job of as a rickshaw puller. Next you have overall development. What is the overall development of village today? So in this chapter you have learned various ways of life in rural. We have learned about people do farming, people do look after the animals for milk, poultry farming, fishery, handicraft work, small business. These are the occupations they do. And we know the availability of electricity and mass media like internet, television, radio, newspaper has made the people more aware of the demand of the facilities. Now everybody is having newspaper. Even in village there is electricity, they have TV, they have news channels, newspaper, internet. So they also know what are the facilities available in the city and what are the facilities provided by the government to the villages. So they also demand those facilities in the villages. Okay. The improvement in communication facilities and mobile phones have made life much easier. Now they don't have to go every time, travel to a far place and then search for help. Now they can communicate to each other through mobile also. Okay. So people do not have to travel long distance for everything. They can communicate with each other easily. Accordingly, the shops and availability of mobile phones, electronics, goods for houses like television, refrigerator, washing machine are increasing all around. So even in villages people want mobile, television, refrigerator, washing machine. All these electronic things are available in people demand in village also, as they know more about the advertisement which is coming in the media that they have like televisions and radio, newspaper. And government also has initiated and started development projects in the village, okay, especially in rural areas for their development. There are many cases where migrant laborers have started to come back. बहुत सारे ऐसी जगह हैं where people had gone to some other state or village for working, but they have come to their village because they are getting some job there also. They can be close to their home also and they are getting job also. So they have started to come back from urban areas to the rural areas, and they have started finding jobs and steady income much closer to their homes. So they can they are staying to the closer houses now, maybe not permanently in their villages, maybe little away from that. They get better jobs available now because of some new schemes started by the government also. The government has also initiated new schemes for the landless farmers. So new schemes, projects have been started by government also for landless farmers, those who do not have their own land and they work in others' field and their work is only temporarily, that is only at the time of sowing the seed or at the time of harvesting. and other part of the year they are free. On many occasions, loan waivers are announced so that farmers in debt trap are relieved of the financial crisis. So many times the loans are also loan waivers, that means loans are also decreased or maaf kar diye jate hain, so that those farmers, those who have taken much loan, they don't go under so much of pressure. So development will surely bring about, so there are many schemes, projects started by government also, and also people have learned by themselves also as the technology and life has changed more. And there are schemes which are started but some villages do not get it. Okay, so life in village has changed a lot if we compare it to the previous or many years back. In villages also there is electricity, road, transportation, education, health, and many things are coming up. So that is rural livelihood. Mainly we are learning what are the occupation they do. Okay, so these are the things they do for their livelihood. This is how the chapter is completed. With this you will also get question answers. Please complete it and prepare yourself for exam. Have a good day. Bye.